I asked some of the top content creators what their favorite cameras and tech products are for just $1. Except each time they answered, the budget doubles until it reaches $10,000. Who am I here with?
The one and only Stefano Lombardo.
Ben Johnson.
My name is Jason Vong.
Lee Zavitz.
This is Mark Bennett from Mark Bennett's Camera Crisis, best YouTuber of all time.
Who is Matt? Is this Matt?
I don't know.
Mr. Terry Warfield, is that who I'm speaking with?
Yes, sir.
Chris Brockhurst, if you had $1 to buy or recommend a piece of camera gear, what would you get?
$1 in this economy?
There's not much for $1.
Gum, like a pack of gum or something.
Chewing gum.
A pack of gum.
A piece of saran wrap.
Lens cap.
Can you get a lens cap for $1?
Maybe if there's like some sort of membership, free trial to something.
To your favorite platform.
Exactly.
Artlist.
A pen so that I can write my notes.
For $2. Oh my God.
Hot shoe cover because I lose them.
A cheap USB-C cable.
See if you can afford to grab yourself a protein bar.
I just want a taco then.
Get like a $1 menu for McDonald's or something. Feed yourself
To keep you
can-
going throughout the day.
To live another day.
Vaseline. Mix those two together. Mist filter.
I would get a little notebook for my pen so I don't have to write down my hand.
You know, like those rubber things that you get at the dollar store that you can use for opening jars? You put it around a jar or like...
To make it easier to open.
Yes. Okay, do you know why?
For lens filters.
Yes.
$4 and up.
Just like no end to it.
Little gray band to wear around my wrist so I could white balance off this gray band.
A Gerald Undone gray neutral white balance bracelet.
Well, I just looked at this in here, and microfiber cloths are very handy. Very cheap UV filter to protect the front of your lens.
Or to smear more of the Vaseline onto.
Or that too, yeah.
We're getting into the territory of maybe starting to get something like this.
What's this?
This is a little SD card case.
Oh, that's...
So-
hold on, what?
Yeah, this is a little SD card case. And I love to, have that with me in a little bag or in my pocket or something.
I'm gonna go out and buy one of these immediately. $8 to $16.
Bungee tied. Bongo ties.
Some ties to hold your gear together. You wouldn't be the
Exactly.
first person to say that.
Cable management ties for $16.
Step-up rings. You never know when you might need a step-up ring.
A very cheap tripod.
Well, actually, I did buy something for $16 once.
There's a lot in there.
A little, like a tripod chair that folds up.
Look, my go-to is tacos, but
I still want a taco with it because I feel like I have a little bit of money left over.
So taco plus.
Taco plus.
I mean, you could get a whole buffet of tacos.
I really could. There's a place in our town you can buy them and they come in a little heart shape.
If you happen to be shopping in that $16 to $32 price range, maybe you already own an iPhone, some camera accessories, and have the editing software that you like to use. Well, one of my favorite pieces of tech that actually complements everything you already own and scales with your budget is the service that I use for all of my music, my sound effects, and my content creation needs. So Artlist, who is the sponsor of today's video, provides you with all of those things: the music, the sound effects, the video footage to level up your video edits. And they have multiple tiers of plans that you can choose from depending on what you need. So if all you need is music and sound effects, there is a plan that matches your budget. Or you can scale up to their max plan, which includes their music, their sound effects, their video footage, their LUTs, their templates, basically everything you need to create your content, including the latest in AI image and video generation. So VEO2, VEO3, Seed Dance, Kling, and Sora AI, so that you can create the steamiest of heart-shaped taco arrangements. But the other reason I love Artlist is because their song selection is top tier, and I've used it in everything from wedding videos to personal projects to pretty much every video that you've seen here on YouTube. And sometimes I'll get stuck for song ideas, or I have something really specific in mind because maybe I heard a song on the radio or I watched a music video. Well, you can actually copy the link or the URL from a video on YouTube or from a song on Spotify, drop it into the search bar, and it has song match functionality, which means Artlist will recommend songs from Artlist's library that sound similar to those songs that you've heard on the radio. So if you make content for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, make sure to check out my exclusive link down in the description to get 2 months free. off of any of Artlist's annual plans?
I would say around 20 bucks. I would get a quick release plate. The brand that I like to use is Ulanzi, and usually you can find them on sale. The ones that I use for, it's like the Ulanzi claw system.
32, baby. 32-bit float. That's right. That's what we're recording right now.
You can't get 32-bit float for $32.
I would argue that 32-bit float is a mathematical number and not actually a product. And so it is therefore priceless.
30 to 40.
Budget tripod.
Cheap ND filter.
We're getting into like the rocket blower.
There we go.
A little LED light.
Small LED light. From just like
Little panel?
Just a tiny little,
Like a small rig or a newer panel or a
Yeah.
Maybe like a ring light kit.
It's like a basic.
The most basic lighting kit that you can get.
16 to 32.
Now that is a 1 month Adobe subscription right there.
That is a 1 month Adobe subscription to
Yes.
edit your files, to edit your videos,
Got 1 month to make it big.
to make your PDFs.
To sign your PDF.
All right, 50 bucks. This is what I recommend. There is a softbox kit, and it's from the brand Mount Dog. It's going to come with a light stand. The light, it's going to have a softbox, and it's going to have a carrying case and a remote control. It's going to be fully dimmable, color temperature adjustable, all for 50 bucks.
Everything all in one?
Yes.
Okay, I've never seen this one,
Yep.
so I'm gonna do some research. Link that down in the description. I'll link your lighting video up here
Yeah.
in the corner. $64 to $100. $64 and up.
I think we're trending into some good lens, like a manual lens of some kind.
Like a manual, something you found,
Yep.
used secondhand
Yeah,
at a thrift shop.
like a Mikey or a Viltrox or something like that.
64 bucks.
Probably.
Actually, hold on. I would probably want to go with one of those like ultra cheapo plastic lenses.
Peak design strap.
Microphones. Some cheap wireless mics. Old Ceremonic mics.
You could.
Yeah.
You're almost at the price, I believe, the DJI Mic Mini. If you get the single,
That's right. 59 bucks.
It's like, or maybe like 69, 89 bucks.
You can get yourself a decent SD card. If you're like solely a photographer, you can get yourself like a SanDisk SD card, like a 256 or even a
A
512.
fast one, so you can do some burst photos, and it won't fill up the buffer.
Yeah.
$100.
I'm going back to white balance, but this time I've got a white balance card that also has a color checker on it. A professional Colbright color checker white balance.
Microphone. Wireless mics.
So maybe not these ones because they're a little bit more expensive, but
Mic Mini.
Hollyland or the Mic Mini, you can get the
Mic Mini.
single transmitter receiver for like 89 bucks or 100.
No way.
I think you're kind of stepping into the territory of potentially being able to get maybe a DJI Mini around
The
that
mics.
price. The mics.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. So how many of these? I think we've had enough people recommend this now that is like the item to get.
A nice APS-C off-brand lens. KEH used.
So like a used Sigma Tamron lens
yeah.
for your Sony 6700.
Like 10 years old.
Can I change my answer for the last one? Or do we
We
know
can
what it
no, we can go back.
There's a tripod that I like for just having around the studio, or you can take it out too. It's not the best travel, but it's a fluid head tripod. It's really nice, and it's about $100, and it's from a brand called Magnus, and it's a Magnus VT300, and it's usually around anywhere from like 90 to 100.
I buy really expensive variable NDs, but if you could buy like a budget variable ND, you can get like a decent like K&F for $100.
Couple of filters.
You're
One-
almost in
yeah,
Polar Pro
like
territory.
one
Maybe like a
filter.
circular polarizer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're not at ND level yet.
Maybe
but
a
surf
mist.
A set of ND filters. Okay?
Okay.
Because you can get some K&F makes some decent ND filters. You get a whole set for like $100.
Maybe even some magnetic ones in there
Magnetic
if you want.
ones.
Actually, you know what? Let me just plug this in here. Nice little short stash filter.
I thought you were gonna say your presets. $200 to $300.
Oh, this is gonna sound so shill, but probably like a pro grade SD card.
Like a nice V90, like a nice fast memory card.
DJI Action, like an older one.
An action cam.
Yeah.
I would get a boom shotgun microphone from Rode.
For $256, I would look into purchasing a tube light. So I like Amaran the best.
Yep.
That's what I use personally.
PT.
Yeah, I would get a PT4C, maybe a PT2C, eventually like maybe 2 to 4 of these to really get the full effect from them. But even starting with one, you can do a lot with.
Either a subscription to Final Cut Pro or a subscription to DaVinci Resolve.
It's not even a subscription.
Well,
Ben, who is off
DaVinci's
camera, is saying Final Cut is a one-time, and DaVinci Resolve is a one-time purchase because you get the 10-bit editing versus the 8-bit and the free version.
And all that stuff.
Noise reduction.
That's what I would spend too. That'd be like the best $200 you can spend.
Probably a used camera.
Okay.
A used camera
Like
from
a-
KEH MPB. You know, something that can shoot a little bit of a 1080p 60 video, slow it down for your 24 frames per second. You know what I'm saying?
1080p is all you need. If you flip it vertical, you can do your shorts, your TikToks.
I would probably invest in a better tripod.
Okay, so if you got $250, invest. You could get an upper end like KNF tripods, maybe even to some of those like Yolanzi type tripods.
Because, you know, I mean, when you're starting out, you typically are going to get the cheap stuff anyways, just to get started. But you don't want to put your camera, all the money that you pay for your camera, on a $20 tripod.
No.
Not if you don't have to. So,
Don't trust it. $500.
SSD.
Like a nice
solid SSD.
super fast. You can
use
edit off of.
Use as a backup. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We're jumping to 1,000 next, so you got big budget coming in.
We get a used ZV-E10.
So we're actually getting into cameras for $500 used. You can get like a nice set of lens filters. You get some lighting equipment.
We got the DJI Mic 3 in there. That's got to be close to that.
DJI Mic 3
You're
is
using it right now.
There you go. Links down in the description.
$500, Sony ZV-1F.
Why
Little
the F?
small vlogging camera because it's like the cheapest ZV model camera that Sony makes.
Okay.
But I've tried it. It was decent. It was nice and small. You can't shoot 10-bit. It doesn't have IBIS, whatever. But for people just getting into content creation,
Good enough.
$500.
you
Or
get
even
some
used
Tamron lenses, some maybe used Sigma lenses.
You could probably get like a couple $100 light yourself.
You could
3 light setup.
at least 2 lights, maybe even a 3-light setup for $500.
Amaran 300C.
Yep.
That's my key light that I personally use.
All colors,
Yeah,
bi-color, all the effects, Amaran app connectivity, which I love.
You'll be able to pair it with your newly purchased tube lights if you go that route. And yeah, you get it also has a desktop app. Underrated.
Yes. $1,000.
Oh, we are going up here. Okay. We're talking about tacos.
Tacos?
How many tacos do you think you get for $1,024?
$1,024?
$1,024. Like, imagine just the buffet.
Like 600 tacos.
See, because if we're talking California tacos versus Texas tacos,
You can probably get an iPad, or you can get the new iPhone.
The new what is it, like the iPhone 32 or something like that?
iPhone 17 Pro, ProRes RAW right there.
Basic iPhone, refurbished iPhone. Tons of behind the scenes.
Film all your content. Probably not even that old. You probably get last year's model.
Yeah, probably. Like if you get like the base model, like the
Yeah.
128 or whatever it is, 256.
Pretty much any Sigma or like Tamron lens is kind of in that realm, and they're all really good quality for what you can get.
Osmo Pocket 3.
Osmo Pocket 3.
Osmo Pocket 3.
Film your BTS or even just your
Vlog stuff.
Your whole video.
Or
your social content.
Yeah, let me tell you this. And also because you can use it as a USB webcam. And if you already bought the DJI Mic Mini, now you have a whole...
You got an ecosystem.
You got an ecosystem that you can live stream from.
Sigma 35mm 1.4. That's my all-time favorite lens.
Because you can shoot...
You can shoot beautiful portraits. You get that nice bokeh in the background. It's 1.4. And that's basically what I started on.
I mean, okay, if we're gonna start getting into cameras potentially,
yes,
at $1,000, you've got the ZV-E10 Mark II. Alternatively, go for the ZV-E10 Mark I, and then with the remaining budget, go for something like the Sigma 16mm 1.4, and that'll still be right around $1,000 for both of those, and you'll have a great talking head setup.
That is a solid recommendation because I get so many of you at home asking, what can I get for $1,000? But if you have $2,000.
This is so good. Yes.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere because there's so many cool things you can get for $2,000.
Well, I feel like you could get FX30 for that just about.
So I'd probably say something like a Nikon ZR. It's in that $2,200 range, but you get so much. So like once you get that $2,000 range, just a couple $100 more.
This camera right here.
A7C2?
A7C2, or you can get yourself an A7 IV. I'd probably go with the A7C too because you get the AI autofocus, but yeah.
A6700 Sony A6700 with the 18 to 50 Sigma
With a lens.
with a lens.
There you go. You've got a solid combination.
I think I would consider getting the A6700
Okay, APS-C crop
Yep.
sensor.
APS-C, and that's going to run you about $1,400 or so.
Okay, so you got a little bit of budget left to get.
Again, I would probably rock as a starter maybe the Sigma because it's a couple $100 for a great return on value.
I would get a Sony A7C II with a 24mm lens from Viltrox.
The audience is going to watch this and be able to go, that's my budget, and I'm going to go to Mark Bennett's channel.
I'm
And-
helpful. I'm a helpful person.
A drone, a solid, like a creator combo DJI Mini. Don't want to break any embargoes here. DJI.
We are not breaking anything. Nothing is out.
Honestly, at $2,000, I'm probably gonna add in the drone.
Throwing a drone there.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in like an Air 3S or
like
something
an Air
like that.
3.
Air 3S.
We're not quite at like the pros, the
no,
Mavic
no,
Pros.
no, no. But a good Air, maybe like an Air 3, Air 3S.
$4,000. What are you getting? Camera gear or tech?
Okay. I mean, first and foremost, at $4,000, I'm getting a computer, 100%. Like
Mac or PC?
Mac. I'd be getting probably. I'm getting Mac for sure.
A more than powerful MacBook Pro,
Okay.
right?
Solid answer.
Yep.
Maybe get some extra memory in
With
there.
extra memory,
Maybe
extra
even have a
storage.
little bit of money for like some SSDs on the side.
Yeah.
If you want to take filmmaking, cinematography to the next level, you're stepping into like FX3 territory.
And I could say a C50.
You could, or buy 2 Nikon ZRs.
$4,000.
The Lumix S1 Mark II is a great camera. There's so many good like first-party lenses from Sony.
I would get a Sony A7R5
Okay.
and a 24-70 if that is in this budget.
ZVE1
Okay.
with maybe a 20 to 70 millimeter f4. Incredibly versatile. You got your wide, you got your zoom, and incredible low light.
Sony FX2.
An FX2.
right, isn't it?
So we're going cinema route because a lot of the
Yeah.
recommendations I've been getting have been like more photo specific, but
Well, this is me.
that's
This is what I shoot.
Chris. That's
FX2.
Chris's favorite.
I would get the A7C2,
Okay.
which is about 2,200, something like that.
Something like that.
And I would get the 20mm 1.8 lens.
For like a talking head.
Yes, and I wouldn't go any further than that on camera gear because that's what I personally use.
Okay. So you're tapping out. Nothing more expensive. Nothing if you had a limited $8,000, $10,000 budget.
It does everything I need.
Look at that. You don't need to spend more than $4,000 to get a
You
Pro.
don't need to spend $4,000 either.
$8,000.
You're buying one of those. That's whenever you're buying like a red. You're buying a Black Magic.
Wow.
How much is the 17K? I want 17Ks of resolution. That's a lot more than that, though.
Hasselblad.
To be fair,
You know what?
that's just the camera. You don't have
Well,
lenses
so
at
here's
this
the thing.
point.
If we're talking about like blowing money, like I'm just gonna drop 8,000.
You can blow the money.
I'd blow the money on a Hasselblad.
If you got $8,000, you can blow the money.
Yeah.
$8,000. Oh, you get the full kit. You get the drone. You get the camera. You get the filters.
Multiple things.
All of the previous.
M3 Ultra Max Studio.
Okay, so like a specced out editing beast.
Well, I mean, the A1 Mark II is my favorite camera right now, and it's Canadian prices like $8,500. So
There you go.
Maybe like a secondary camera, because 2 cameras is always better than 1 camera. What if you want to hire a second shooter? So, you know, probably a second camera, second lens to go with it.
Extra, yeah, for that price, we can get the camera
Lenses.
and the lens. Final price bracket. The most expensive piece of camera gear that you'd recommend to someone to actually use.
I'm buying like a used Honda Civic. Reliable, gonna get you to and from your shoots, gonna last forever.
Hasselblad X2D Mark II. It's not really my favorite because I never had it, but I held yours.
But you would.
And it's beautiful.
But you would. He would get a Hasselblad.
Leica M11P Safari with
Very specific.
Yeah.
I would hire a hacker to break into Anthony's account and just steal all his B-roll and use it for mine.
Listen, if I have 10 G's to blow, I'm dumping that all into lotto tickets, hoping to hit 60 million.
This is not financial advice or whatever legal disclaimer I need to make.
Maybe book some trips.
Take your gear, go travel, make some cinematic travel content with that.
There you go.
Boom. Easy.
Solid answers, Mr. Terry Warfield.
Thank you.
Thank
I did
you.
my best. This was hard, bro.
Can't go wrong with Jason Vong.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome. Can I have that B-roll?
Right from chewing gum up to a Hasselblad.
Chewing gum for $1. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your taco buffet.
Love you. Bye.